What's going on, everybody? Today, I will start the process of breaking down the lore of the BIG COR verse. As someone who is well established in the lore, I will be providing my take on the countless major events of the BIG COR saga. Now, the series will most likely be one that requires several videos to fully cover. It's a story that dates back 3+ years, and it's one that should keep everybody watching at the edge of their seats. In my opinion, the BIG COR iceberg is one that reaches far below the depths of other forms of media, such as the likes of Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, and other known greats. Without further ado, let's get into the lore. The start of our story begins in September of the year 2020. With COVID-19 precautions finally starting to loosen up, BIG COR made its debut on the internet, in a video on this very channel titled, BIG COR Playing Ping Pong. Upon your first watch, you might be thinking, what's special about this? Why does this matter? And to be completely honest, it doesn't. Until the very end of the clip. And was the first time we hear his voice, he asks the question, "Are you filming?" Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean? Why would that matter? Well, this is the start of the lore that we know now as the BIG COR verse, a saga where COR seems like an innocent friend to those around him, but bits and pieces have slowly been chipped away, starting to reveal a hidden sense of who this character truly is. Now, back to his remark. What exactly made him care that I was filming him playing a normal game of ping pong? Why would he care? Or even, what or who was he trying to hide his identity from? Looking back now, it was something that I never really thought about twice at the time. It was something so seemingly normal that I wouldn't blame anybody who watched for thinking nothing about it. But I assure you, something dark, something sinister was and is still going on with BIG COR. Okay, back to the timeline. My first video hits YouTube, gets a modest 200 views or so. Several of our friends in our friend group commented on it in support, including the likes of Cowdill, Jonathan, Brog, and Moke. These characters will be featured again later down the road, so don't stress if you aren't familiar with them at the moment. Even with all the support from the group, one person never even acknowledged the video. Who was that person, you might ask? None other than BIG COR. It was almost like he didn't want to believe it existed, like he didn't want to help boost its popularity. But why? What was so bad about an innocent video of him playing ping pong? After this video, I continued the BIG COR Playing Ping Pong series, with 8 total parts. In every video since the initial one, BIG COR has been more on his game. My theory is that back when the initial ping pong video dropped, COR was the only one who realized how suspicious he seemed. He didn't like the idea of himself being made public, but he was able to make himself seem more at ease when the camera was on him in future videos. But this was all a facade, a brilliant acting performance by COR, one that kept him out of the limelight for a long time. Okay, moving on. This next important piece of the lore is what made me realize something fishy was going on behind the scenes of the character BIG COR is presenting to us. In a video that was filmed back in the early parts of 2021 at one of our group parties, BIG COR receives a mysterious call that causes him to step into the darkness away from everyone.
Bradley trying to go.
Serious business is going on. We got
We need to raise
serious.
the stocks by 50% by the end of this week.
We got serious business.
Good. Increase our Dogecoin. No.
Oh, what
no.
the- what
Make it
the-
this price. We won't make any profit. I need those stats on my desk
Potato
tonight.
quality, easy.
Come back when you're talking business. Come back when you're talking real business.
In this video, we hear myself, Jonathan, and Rocho cracking jokes about him being on some sort of business call. Back when this was filmed, the suspicions on COR were non-existent, thus being why I never decided to post the video until earlier this year, when I was coming through the evidence. As the video reaches a close, BIG COR keeps his cool, going along with the jokes and tucking his phone into his suit pocket like any powerful businessman would. In the moments after this video was recorded, nothing was ever said. He never said who it was that he was talking to, and why he needed to step into the darkness to do so. Which begs the question, who was the person on the phone? Like I said, that night was one of our large friend group parties. Everyone in the group was there, so he couldn't have been talking to someone else within the group. And from his body language, you can tell he's talking about something serious. Could it have been a call from a higher up, who had concerns about BIG COR's face being on the internet? The answer to who was on the phone with COR that night remains one of the biggest mysteries in the lore. In today's video, we looked at just the tip of the iceberg of the Big Core Verses lore and what his true intentions are. Many more videos are coming, so stay tuned for more. I hope to interview some other characters in the verse in future episodes to show what their suspicions and thoughts are regarding the lore. In the next part of the saga, we will be diving into the Southern accent slip-up of 21. Stay tuned. Thank you.